I love spring and I love my vanilla perfumes, so this is going to be the perfect video for me and maybe because... So this is going to be the perfect video for me and maybe for you as well if you clicked on this video, because I'm going to tell you my favorite spring vanilla perfumes this year. Let us start with a classic that has been in my collection for years and you can see it. This is Angelique Noire by Guerlain. And this is one of the most special perfumes in my collection and one of the most precious vanilla perfumes in my collection. So this one, it just hits every time. And it smells different each wear, actually. So the main accords are musky, vanilla, and powdery. And the notes are Angelica, pear, pink pepper in the top, jasmine and caraway in the middle. And the base is vanilla, Angelica again, and cedar. This one is so much more than what it says on here. To me, the jasmine pulls more like a tuberose. I don't know why, but it seems bubblegummy tuberose-like to me, very plush, floral, and the vanilla is super creamy and elegant. It's not smelling like a vanilla extract. It's not too much. It's super subtle, sophisticated, the perfect Guerlain vanilla. They just know how to do vanillas, and then you get tons of greenness in here. The Angelica, together with the caraway and the pepper, make it spicy, green, almost aromatic. It's almost forest-y like. And I've never smelled a perfume like that. And such a contrast in notes as well, but mixed together to perfection. This is ultra creamy and smooth, well blended, and I just love to wear it for special occasions. This is not my personal everyday type of perfume, but for special occasions, it just works every time. The next one comes from a line that I have not smelled one perfume that I haven't liked or loved. At least liked a lot, if not loved. And the perfume brand I'm talking about is Celine. They just have a DNA that is totally up my style. And the one that I want to talk about today is Dans Paris. This one has main accords of vanilla, floral, and powdery with just a couple of notes. We have vanilla, laurel blossom, coriander, musk, and bergamot. And it does remind me of another Guerlain perfume, which is Cuir Beluga. They go into a similar direction. To me, the Celine line is just everything that you can imagine, but you make it airy and fluffy and soft and slightly powdery. So a little bit more chic and French. That is what they all smell to me. So Cuir Beluga is a little bit more dense, heavy, sweet, thick, but also a masterpiece. And I love that one as well. But because of the density, it's not something I would gravitate towards in the springtime. But Dans Paris is that, but uplifted and more fresh and a little bit powdery, but almost like laundry type of powder. So I mainly get this beautiful musk that is slightly powdery, as I said. I have actually a laundry detergent which is called White Musk. It's Italian, and to me it smells a lot like that. It's like white musk laundry detergent, but then you have something citrusy and fresh in there, and then you have a very beautiful vanilla that is, again, not this vanilla extract type of vanilla. It's just very creamy, sweet, subtle, and just gives it a little bit of depth. Together with the blossom and the coriander, it gives it this je ne sais quoi. It's very much so a little bit aromatic, making it a little spicy, but not too much. It's just a very beautiful perfume because it's simple to wear, but it's not a simple perfume. So my thought is that I need all of those perfumes right now in my collection. It's crazy to me because I always tell people it's so hard for me to experience perfumes where I'm really excited about, or for example, a perfume house. 2 out of 10 are maybe up my alley, and the other ones a lot of times I can appreciate, but they're not something I would wear. And with Celine, I smell something, I'm like, I love this. I smell another one, I'm like, I want to wear this right now. So I just feel like they did such an amazing job. It's just that they're, 1, hard to get, and 2, very expensive. The next one was very hard to get as well, for a long time at least. This is Kayali's Silk Sandal, and you can see the dent in this bottle. I love this one. This one has main accords of sweet, vanilla, and powdery. And it was a limited edition for a long time, and now I think it is in their core collection. I'm going to read out what is written here. Sparkling champagne, white freesia, pink praline, lush nectarine, sandalwood, and sugared musk. And that is exactly what you smell. You smell all of those notes. It's such a beautiful perfume. I was a little irritated at first because to me, this is not a perfume that I would associate with wedding. To me, it's quite sexy, seductive, quite dark. It's very sugary and sweet. It of course gets more sweet and creamy and dense as it gets older. But this one smelled a lot like matte vanilla. And I don't know which one was first, but they on my skin smell so similar to each other. And those two have a base that reminds me a lot of actually Baccarat Rouge. It really did. It had the oak moss, the amberwood, the sugar, and the Baccarat Rouge is like a praline oak moss perfume that is quite complex but simple at the same time. It has a lot of saffron, and this one does not, but it creates something quite similar. If you have Greenwich Village by Bond Number 9, that one is also a little bit like it. It also has those grounding notes. It's also quite airy, just like all of those perfumes I just mentioned, but it's also fruity at the same time. And this one is as well. You have this very juicy, sweet nectarine in here. And when I first got it, I smelled a lot of this sparkling champagne. It was almost like we have something called Ruby Bubble, which is a kid's champagne. Very odd idea, but we have it. And these champagnes were just like bubbly water with a lot of sugar and aromas in there. And they had a peach one, I think. It was orange in the end. And it reminded me so much of that because it's sparkling, it's sweet, it's fruity, it's peachy. And then you have those beautiful florals, the jasmine, orange blossom, rose, to make it more elegant. But as I said, I mainly get the base: vanilla, sugar, musk, amberwood, oak moss. It's a perfect combination of all of those notes. And this is not a clean scent. To me, this is not a very fresh scent. It's mostly sweet and seductive. Absolutely beautiful. I love the bottle, love the scent, love the longevity. This is one of the most long-wearing perfume in the lineup that I tested out. The next one is, again, sadly, one that is very hard to get here. It's from the house of Sillage. It's called Hufflepuff. And if you don't know, I'm a Potterhead. So when I saw this perfume collection, I was in love and I immediately wanted to smell them. And it was funny because Hufflepuff is a lot of times a house in the school of Hogwarts that is overlooked and a little bit boring. And this perfume is not that at all. So the main accords are vanilla, citrus, and coconut. And this one has notes of lemon, coconut, peach, gardenia, freesia, jasmine, a lot of vanilla, and cedar. And it's not a perfume I've never smelled before. It does go into the direction of devotion and perfumes like that. So it's quite a lemony, sweet, almost like lemon syrup, lemon curd, or like drizzle that you put on top of, like lemon drizzles you put on top of a cake. with vanilla. That is what it smells like. But a lot of those perfumes are very thick and dense and heavy and just too much. And I wear them a couple of times and then I'm tired of them. And with this one, it was the most airy, light perfume version of that. It was super skin-like almost. And because of that reason, it wasn't a beast mode performer. It wasn't something I could smell 8 hours later. But I did not want that. I wanted something that almost smelled like a lemony body butter with vanilla that was super delicious, but not too much. And that is exactly that. I do feel like the cupcake bottles are super cute. And I just wish that it was more easily available here in Europe. But maybe it's gonna be in the future. I love this DNA of lemon and vanilla. This vanilla, almost like lemon vanilla pudding type of DNA, perfume DNA, I adore. And this one is just one of the best versions of that, in my opinion. And then we have Gritti Tutù. I've talked about this perfume a lot. I just love it a lot. I love the packaging and the perfume. So this one has main accords of fruity, vanilla, and sweet. And you have some notes like coconut in here, apple, cassis, heliotrope, jasmine, rose, raspberry, musk, vanilla, amber. This one again, I know that I keep on saying the same things, but it's just to clear what I have in mind when it comes to perfumes. And I just am in a phase of liking very light, not too much perfumes. I don't want something extremely heavy. Like, for example, this one is quite heavy actually for me. So with this one, I have to be careful with spraying. I cannot spray too much, then it will be too much for me. With this one, however, I can spray and spray and spray and it won't be too much. It's a very light, delicate perfume. I told you many times that for me, it does smell like a ballerina. It has something fun and happy and young and sweet to it, but it's also classic and elegant, and it has something powdery, like a powder puff that you would see maybe in the ballerina's powder room many years ago. It's a scent that smells like a lot of scents in my collection that are very fruity and sweet, but in the most sophisticated way. So this one to me is perfection. It's fruity, it's almost tart because of the green apple in there and the grapefruit and also the cassis. It gives it something tart. But then you have these juicy fruits like the raspberry and the coconut, which gives it this creaminess, and the vanilla, which gives it, of course, creaminess as well and sweetness, but it's not too much. I don't want something too much. When I saw coconut and vanilla, I was like, oh, this could be too much. But those tart fruits balance it out so good. And then you have those beautiful florals, the rose, heliotrope, and jasmine. To me, these are super classic, elegant florals. And back in the day, you saw those combined a lot. Nowadays, not so much anymore. So I love that combination. And the base of this musk and the vanilla and the amber just gives it a slight bit of density, but it's very slight. It's, as I said, a very light and airy perfume. And this is one, as I said, I can spray no problem. I can overspray with, I don't know, 10 to 15 sprays, and it won't be too much for me. So these were my spring vanillas that I wanted to share with you. I'm so excited to see the comments because I want to know which spring vanilla perfumes you would suggest to me, because I'm always on the lookout for them. I just love those kinds of vanillas that are sweet and fun, but not too much, not too heavy. I'm not into those at the moment. So I hope to see you in my next video and in the comments, of course. Bye.